Good afternoon, everyone. This is Vic from Trading Academy and Investments. And today I wanted to go ahead and go over two stocks real quick that I have been watching for quite some time. However, before I go into any details, I'm going to give you the basis of my analysis, why I think there would be a good investment. And this will take you back to 2020, right? When a company that I have predicted, Hims and Hers, we're talking about it went as low as like $4 and some change. And if you look at the company today, is at $41. It got as high as like close to $73. So that trade went very well. Another one, actually several other ones, Delta Airlines, United Airlines, as you guys already know, these are companies that not necessarily HIMSS, but Delta Airlines. Um, these were companies that were suffered, took a big hit when COVID happened, right? As you can see here, you guys see the big drop, and we're on the monthly time frame. So you guys can see the big drop when COVID happened and pulled back almost 75% of the move until finally recovering 4 years later. I've made these predictions. Delta and United were talking about 2 years ago, and they finally have reached their target and surpassed the expectations. So, what other industry has been affected? And when we talk about, going back, you got Delta, you got United Airlines, right? Let's go into specifics right here. There you go. United Airlines, same thing, right? When we look at, let's say, Spirit Airlines, uh, even though look where Spirit is at today, right? This was COVID right here, and it recovered. It recovered 100% of the move, right? When we look at, I think the other one is Southwest Airlines. Yes, right here. Southwest Airlines, 100% recovered, right? So when we look at these companies, we're like, we know, okay, this was something that happened and they took a major hit, right? A lot of debt needed to be absorbed and so when you look at these companies, you're like, okay, will these companies, ever recover? Well, at least for the airline industry, yes, they have, right? Now, there is another sector that I have been watching very carefully, um, and it's the cruise line industry. So we got Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, right? So this is a company right now. As you can see, here's pre-COVID, right? COVID levels. This company has not yet recovered. Now, when we talk about these companies, you remember you have Norwegian, you have Carnival Cruise Lines, which right here also has not recovered, right? And you have Lindblad Expeditions. These, when you look at Lindblad Expeditions and you kind of compare them, Norwegian, Carnival Cruise Line, you compare these three, Lindblad is pretty much not, I guess, I want to say all that great, right? Compared to these other cruise lines. Royal Caribbean now, Royal Caribbean, look at COVID, right? Got as low as $35. Even then at COVID level, the low 1925. Look where Royal Caribbean is at today, 243. That is insane, right? And so, not saying that these companies will mirror what Royal Caribbean has been able to do, right? But I do expect some sort of recovery, at least 100% back of the pre-COVID levels, right? And so right now, it seems like they are currently on a pullback, right? So when we talk about Norwegian, these companies, if you look at previous history, they tend to trend very well, right? And so again, this is the monthly time frame. I can go back to the weekly, right? And so when you look at these companies like so right here in the region, boom, counter trend lines, right? They tend to trend very well, right? And so and then when you have moves like these, they tend to come usually all the way back, right? The market moves in waves, right? And so here you go. A market stays here, but comes back 100% of the move. Now, what is currently happening right now, right? Obviously, the market is falling. Um, oops, sorry. The general rule, buy low, sell high. Well, right now, the region is at a pullback, and I am looking at this range of $19 and 14.69. I am not saying it's going to come back all the way down to the $14. That's not what I'm saying. But I am definitely looking at this range, and if I get Norwegian to come back to this range, I am looking to purchase this and shoot higher, right? Because again, this is one of the industries that has yet to recover, but all the other sectors that actually took a hit, hotels, um, airline industry, those that actually took a big hit from COVID have been able to bounce back. Yes, when we talk about fundamentals, they had to acquire a lot of debt in order to stay afloat, right? But they've shown based off their cash flows and whatnot. I mean, Norwegian just had actually their financial report. I think was two days ago, 3 days ago, and actually they were some very positive news there. But market is coming back, and I'm seeing this more as a technical perspective than your actual fundamental ones right now. Like I said, I see the market trend very well when it comes to Norwegian. We can go down to Carnival Cruise Line, and almost, I mean, if you look at it, they're almost identical, right? Um, Same thing, CUK. It's also Carnival. Those that didn't know, the Carnival has two tickers, right? Um, and then of course Lindblad. Sorry about that, Lindblad and Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean is done and over with. Lindblad as well, which I am extremely surprised that it has already been able to recover. But these two companies have it, right? And so right? Do your due diligence. This is my personal opinion. This is for educational purposes only. If you're looking for a company where you can kind of invest in and kind of think about more this of a long term, right? We don't know exactly if it will ever recover or how long will it take for it to recover, but um, know right now that Norwegian right now is seems to be on a pullback possibility coming all the way down here to the this is Carnival. So um these Carnival would be the 1737 and 1378. Again, I don't think it'll go that low, but there is a possibility. When you go to the lower time frames, I mean, as you can see right here, I mean, right, nice trend line. Will it eventually break the trend line? Yes, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go ahead and go higher because market structure is, I think supersedes that. But uh, those of you who like to trade trend lines, you can see nice counter trend lines there. But eventually, I do see this coming right back down here. Okay. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and make a quick video on this possible trading opportunities coming up real soon for Carnival and Norwegian. Um, Nothing. If you guys have any other questions or concerns or any other companies you guys would want me to take a look at, please don't hesitate to leave your comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your week.